Did you ever wonder why it seems that you can perform a motor task better if you actually see somebody else performing the motor task? Well, it's not a coincidence. It turns out there are mirror neurons in our brains that are responsible for helping us to imitate what we see. The question becomes, how might these mirror neurons help a child with childhood apraxia of speech learn how to talk better? Well, that's one of the things that we'll talk about at this all-day Childhood Apraxia of Speech workshop in Tampa, Florida on Friday, January 27th. I'm a speech-language pathologist that works out of the Philadelphia area. For the last 15 or so years, I've really dedicated my practice to working with children with severe speech production disorders, primarily childhood apraxia of speech. And I'm really excited to come to Tampa to do this workshop on childhood apraxia of speech, better known as CAS. Because I'm a clinician, the focus of the day will really be on practical assessment and treatment methods. We'll spend a lot of time looking at video clips of children who have childhood apraxia of speech so that we can help to determine what the primary characteristics are and how we recognize them. We'll spend time looking at apraxia versus dysarthria and phonological disorders so that we can really fine-tune our abilities to differentiate between the disorders. And then we'll spend the bulk of the day talking about treatment. Here in the treatment section, we're going to talk about something called the principles of motor learning. These are theoretically sound principles from the motor learning literature that we might apply to our treatment sessions, and we'll go through all the decisions that we make in treatment and how they might apply to what we would do for a child with CAS. And then we'll talk about a research-based treatment technique that is often used with children with CAS, and we'll walk through all of the steps of this treatment method to give you some more tools in your toolbox for treating children on your caseload with childhood apraxia of speech. This workshop is sponsored by the Childhood Apraxia of Speech Association of North America, CASANA. It's a nonprofit organization, and these wonderful group of people have pioneered efforts in the United States really to support the needs of children with childhood apraxia of speech. Both speech-language pathologists and parents are welcome to join this workshop in Tampa on Friday. For speech-language pathologists, you'll earn 0.6 ASHA CEUs for attending the workshop. And for parents, unique to these CASANA workshops is that we'll have a parent roundtable at the end of the day for an hour where I will sit with just parents to talk about your individual and unique concerns. I'm really looking forward to spending the day talking about what I really love the most, and I hope to see you in Tampa on Friday.